All right, today we're going to be looking at selling covered calls on SoFi. Let's jump right in. What I'm looking at here is the daily charts, and you can see SoFi has been trading since, let's say, January 24th till the present. They've reached a high this year of 18.4, 18.5, went down to about 18.8.5. And you can see since about April 7th, they've been on an uptrend, has definitely a bullish signal there, green buy signal. And you can see there's some resistance that's formed with this red line that we see coming down to about the 14.5, 14.2. So you just call it 14.5. I know there's a lot of sell volume at about this level, 14.5. You can see there's been some form of consolidation there, still on an upward trend. So I'm seeing a nice, healthy consolidation on SoFi. If I look at the 4-hour chart, you can see here again, there's a nice, healthy, bullish uptrend. Some resistance at about the 14.5 level. Lots of volume there at the 4-hour. In terms of resistance. So I'm seeing some uptrend, some consolidation. I would expect further consolidation in this range, but anything can happen. SoFi can decide it wants to break out from these levels. And if it does that, potentially can go back up to the 1650 range. Looking at the 1-hour chart, which would give me an idea of maybe what's going to happen in the next week, few weeks. I would say there's some consolidation that's been happening there. You can see it tested some support down at this range, about the $12.5, $13 range. And you could see there's some resistance at this level. And you could see today we're testing the higher resistance. So, SoFi can break out of that. You can see if it does, it's probably headed up to the 14.5 range. And if it fails to break the resistance, I would expect a little bit of a pullback, maybe some more consolidation. So for me, this seems like a good opportunity for me to enter into a covered call, give myself some room for some growth over the next month to about a 14.5. So if I head over to SoFi Technologies, you can see I currently have 700 shares of SoFi. My average cost is $8.20. Total market value is about $9,500. And what I'm looking at is we're going to go ahead and click on Trade SoFi Options. And you can see you can buy a call, buy a put, sell a call, sell a put. What we're going to do is enter a covered call, and we're going to sell a call. I'm going to go out about 31 days to July 3rd expiration date. And you can see on the sell call options chain, I'm looking at about a 4.5 is a 0.35, about 35 delta, 15 is about a 0.27. On a conservative level, I would say anything 15 to 15.5 is a safe conservative covered call range. However, for the purposes of what I'm going to be doing, I'm assuming there's going to be some further consolidation in the next 31 days. Could exceed the 14.5, but I'm in a place where, a dollar increase from the 13.5 range to the current range at 700 shares, be about $700 plus the premium that I'm going to be looking at here. So at a 0.43, 700 shares available. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue here. So what you can see is I currently have 700 shares, which is equivalent to 7 contracts. So 100 shares per contract would cover my shares. Bid ask is 0.43 to 0.45. I can try a mid range of 0.44. Time in force, estimated credit $307.70. So if I were to look at the ROI on this trade, basically what we're looking at here, let's see, if what we're looking at is $307, or let me take that out, 0.43 divided by 14.5, assuming that it hits the strike price at the time of either closing the option or expiration. We're looking at about a 3.0% for the 31 days per month. And then if I multiply that by 12, that's an equivalent, let's say 34 to 36% ROI for the year. So for me, that's seems pretty reasonable. Stock price is currently at 13.53. So if I go ahead and review this order, 7 contracts, limit price of 0.44 at the midpoint, $307 estimated credit. I'm going to review this order, and then I'm going to go ahead and click the submit button. You can see the order is placed, however, not filled. If I want it to be filled, you can see the bid and ask tightened up. So really, I would have to look at there it is. It just changed. So the price change, contract option for the option premium changed, allowing it to fill. You can see there was a step change there. Got those filled at a 0.44. So based on that, you can see that I'm currently done. Options filled. Going back to the chart, you can see that we're looking at, we're going to be monitoring this to see what the trade does in the future. But wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to comment, hit the like, subscribe button. Also, there's going to be a link down below. We're getting ready to launch our Discord. So if you want to take a look at that and you want to sign up, you're welcome to sign up. We have officially launched. However, we're just starting. So if you come on in, we're going to get you going. We're going to get some personal one-on-one training with you, get you set up, do some consultation, see where you're at, see what your goals are. Thanks for watching, and check out our other videos.